Let's go way back in time to the 1500s and talk about King Henry VIII. Specifically, a painting of Henry VIII by the artist Hans Holbein. That's this guy right here. This portrait is well known around the world and has replicas in many countries. So if your childhood was like mine and so many others, you visited a museum in your youth and saw a replica of this painting on one of its many walls. Apparently, many people remember Henry VIII holding a turkey leg. Does that sound like what you remember? The belief was that Henry VIII was a plump and extremely wealthy fellow in his time. I mean, obviously, he was the king. The turkey leg he held in his hand in this portrait was representative of that. But here's the thing. In the painting, he isn't holding a turkey leg. In his portrait, he is holding what appears to be a glove. And the weird thing is that the glove doesn't resemble a turkey leg in the slightest. But upon doing research for this Mandela effect, I did discover that turkeys were introduced in England in the 1520s, which is during the time that King Henry would have been in charge. So it's entirely possible that he could have been munching on a turkey leg during that time. Another interesting detail I discovered is that turkey was King Henry VIII's favorite food, and he made it a staple of any Christmas dinner. Perhaps it was popular media like The Simpsons that planted this idea in people's minds. In a 2004 episode of The Simpsons, Homer was playing Henry VIII, and yes, he had a turkey leg in his hand. Did this inspire the belief of the turkey leg? Or was this inspired by the fact that the portrait did at one point have a turkey leg in it? You know, maybe there is something to this one. Was King Henry VIII always holding a glove in his hand in this world-famous portrait? Or was it at some point a turkey leg? If it did exist, and somehow changed over the last 500 years, what is the chance that the change happened during our lifetimes for us to even notice it? It's a real head-scratcher. What do you think?